Hi everyone. Today we're gonna talk about the Leetcode 3, longest substring without repeating characters. So from this video, I'm going to speak with English instead of Mandarin for two purposes. So first, the main language on YouTube is English. So I would like to use English to gain more views. And the second, I would like to practice my English. Yeah. So let's start. The question wants you to find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. So this one is quite important. So it wants you to return an integer, not the longest substring itself. Yeah, just the length of the longest substring. And it also requires the longest substring without repeating characters. So for example, this ABC is a substring without repeating characters, but ABCA is not, because A appears twice in this substring. And for the next example is B. So this one, the length will be 1 because it's all duplicates for this string. And for this one, so at first you will find a PW, right? But PW could be the longest one. It could be, right? So we may store the maximum length of this one, and then we keep moving right. Then we find WKE. There's no duplicate letters in this substring, so we can gain the maximum length of this substring, or the longest one, WKE. So it's 3, and nothing else, right? So I think this one is also important. So it says S consists of English letters, digits, symbols, and spaces. So pretty much how to say anything, right? So I'm going to talk about the logic of solving this problem. So firstly, we will have two pointers. One is called L left, the other is called R for right. And then we initialize these two pointers to be 0, to be at index 0. So at first, these two pointers all points to A, points to the letter on index 0 A, and we will also have a hash set. So we will have a hash set for to store the letters. So for example, if A is not in our set, we will how to say, we will calculate the maximum for once, right? So we can use this one, max.max. So right minus left plus 1 and max. So you will say, why do I use this? Because at first there is A, right? So A could be a substring and its length is 1. So but right and left are at the same place, so I need to add one at here. So it's right minus left plus 1. And because it's not in the, so for the first step we will calculate the max equal to 1, right? And after that we will put the A into our set, and then we move right to the right side. Now right comes to B. B is also not in our set, so we calculate the maximum again. So it's 2 now, and we add B to our set. Now we come and now we move right to right side for one more space, and it comes to C now. C is also not in our in our set. So we will move rightward. Yeah, so we will add say no. So firstly we will calculate the max. Yeah, it's 3 now, and we will add say to our set, and we can continue. Yeah, we can continue now. We will move right to right side one more, so it comes to A right now, right? But next time when we check if A is in our set or not, it is, right? So what we are going to do is we need to move left towards right, towards how to say, towards right, all right, towards right, and what we need to do is move the A from the set. And now we will go to check right again, because right is still at A. So because A is not in our set now, so we will add A to our set and we calculate the max span. So it's still BCA, the length is still 3, and all the way down till R goes to till right goes to the last letter in our substring, in our string. We come to the result of the max span length for the longest substring without repeating characters. So how to realize it with code? So let's start. Firstly, we have the HashSet. We will give it a character, right? So point set and new HashSet. Now after that, we can have integer pointer, right? Left equal to 0, and the integer left pointer equal to right also points to 0, and y right less than the length of string s. We can do what? We can check if set contains the s of the character at right. So that's what we do previously in here, right? So we will check A is in our set or not. If it is, so what we need to do now? Oh, one more thing, we need to have one more maximum variable here, and what we need to do now is we need to calculate the max firstly. When you calculate max equal to max right minus left plus 1. Alright, and what can we do now? And we need to move right to the right words again, right, to iterate the characters in the string. Else, if it contains the right character, the character at a pointer A or at pointer right, what we need to do is, here we need to do one more thing. We need to set dot add s dot character at right, and if it contains, what we need to do is set dot remove the s dot character at the left, right? So we move the left pointer towards right, and we plus left. So that's all the codes we need for this problem, and we need to return the max as the result for our question. It seems it works well, right? It works well. It's quite simple and beautiful, right? Use the HashSet and sliding window. So that's the content for today. Thank you so much for watching this video.